All of you have heard about doing real estate deals with no money down. And really the most common way to do that is using wholesaling. And wholesaling is very simple. Wholesaling is the ability to go out and find a piece of real estate, put it under contract, and then immediately, without settling, without coming up with any cash, immediately selling that property to another investor or maybe a long-term landlord. You know, and everybody likes talking about their first deal. And I want to just give you a quick idea of my first. And it's very common. Most of us started out with wholesaling real estate. I found a pre-foreclosure up in Gaithersburg, Maryland. The gentleman wanted to move back to Kentucky, and he had a property that needed some work. The value of the property was $180,000, and after some negotiation, we sat down in his living room couch and coffee table, and I signed a contract with him for $117,500. And what I had here was value. Now, I took that contract, and I had the right to sell my rights to that contract or wholesale my deal. So I made a simple ad in the Washington Post, advertising that the house was worth $180,000, that the house needed some work, needed some cosmetic painting and carpeting. And a young man called me up, came out and visited the property. He and his wife liked the neighborhood, and they wanted to buy in that area. I was asking, I advertised it for $149,900. And so I knew if I got that contract, I would be able to make that spread, if you will. I'd be able to make that wholesale fee. And that gentleman approached me, said he liked the house, thought he and his new wife could do the work, but he didn't offer me $149,000. He said, John, I'm qualified, I'm ready to go, but all that I can offer you is $140,000. Now, folks, as soon as I heard that "for" come out of his mouth, I was ecstatic. I was excited because I knew I had a contract for $117,000, and he was offering me $140,000. Now, again, I was brand new to the business, and like you might not know all the numbers or all the things that go on, but at the end of that process, my net check was for $17,000. And folks, that was the most exciting day of my life. I knew that I'd figured out something that I could make some good money with. I didn't know how many times I could do that. I didn't know if $17,000 was a lot of money or not enough money, but I did know that I'd figured out a process that I could go out and repeat it, and I could begin making money by wholesaling real estate. And by the way, that transaction cost me absolutely no money out of my pocket. I shouldn't say that. I had to tie up the contract for literally $10. So I made $17,000 with a $10 investment. And folks, I've had many people in profitable property in Washington area do the exact same thing. So getting started, no money down real estate, make sure that you understand how to properly wholesale, and you will be off and running with real estate in the Washington, D.C. area.